Look at college football bowl games. We're going to go ahead and pick some of them and the playoff games because I and Nate will be in Gatlinburg, Tennessee for the holidays. So we will not be here to do a show next week, but we're going to try to do one via Skype while we're up there.
Stay tuned for the Skype video. Yeah. We'll figure things out. But yeah, we wanted to get this out early also because, we know that getting it out earlier, the better. Also, I didn't go over my records. My records last week, 1-0 NCAA, 5-4 in the NFL, and then 4-1 UFC.
4-1 in the UFC.
I picked all favorites except, and then the only thing I got wrong was Max Holloway.
Yeah, because we kind of got lucky with this movie.
Yeah.
Marlon Rye, you fucking lucky sack of shit.
We didn't go over overall either. Overall records, there will be a post on Instagram at some point with our overall records.
Tighten up.
Just kidding. I am 98-58 with a percentage of 62.82, and Austin is you don't have it now.
I don't have
it is 97-63 with the percentage of 60.63.
How the fuck I got that many games written down or records as far as losses?
Records.
You get what I mean? The fucking wins and losses are more.
Because there was a lot of times that you picked. Because there was some weeks where I'd say like, okay, I'm gonna stay away from this game. I wouldn't pick. And then also the first time with the dark horse picks.
Yeah.
I didn't pick I think 1 or 2.
Yeah, I think I picked 3 and lost all fucking 3. That's cool.
But I caught up on a lot whenever I picked a couple of Grand Championship games.
And
now on to the
fucking bowl games. We'll start off with the Walk-Ons Independence Bowl on the 26th, which is Thursday, 3 p.m.
Next Thursday.
Yeah, next.
Well, I guess depending on the video.
I said 12/26. So
yeah.
You got the date, 12/26.
Day after Christmas, Crema.
In the building. All right, Louisiana Tech at Miami. Miami -6. Over under 49.5. Louisiana Tech's 9-3, but pretty solid. It kind of depends on where Miami's mindset is going into bowl season. They're 6-6.
Yeah. So I completely agree. It's been kind of disappointing. Just the teams that they've lost to.
Yeah.
Kind of. They've had good wins, but they've had some really bad losses.
As far as a recruiting standpoint, you can finish off the season on a high note. I'm gonna roll with the U, baby. -6. I think they get that. I think they got better talent on the field, really all around.
I would agree with that. The only thing, so I was doing some research. The only thing that kind of worried me is that Louisiana Tech's actually 6-1 against the spread in their last 7 bowl games and 5-0 outright in their last 5 bowl games. And Louisiana Tech's also basically got a home game because it's like an hour from their stadium. And I feel like they're gonna have. This is
Shreveport?
Yeah, I think so. But I agree. I think Miami just has the better players, better talent. They should win this game. It scares me. I'm not going to take Miami with the points. I feel like they might struggle offensively like they have pretty much all season.
Especially the offensive line.
Yeah.
Offensive line's horrible.
Yeah. I will give it to Gregory, wasn't it Rousseau or something? He's got 14 sacks in the season, this is Miami's I think defensive end or something.
Yeah.
He's got 14 sacks, which is second in the nation behind, obviously, Chase Young. But I got Miami outright. I can't pick them on the spread. It's just, for me, that's a little too much to give Miami.
Yeah. Since he's behind Chase Young on that sack thing, I would like to say this. Had not Joe Burrow been this stellar this year, I would have gave it to Chase Young. Heisman.
I would have too.
I'm just so sick of that motherfucking award being so quarterback. Because now, you can't call it the Heisman. He's the best quarterback in America award.
If you put Chase Young in last year's Heisman, I would have no doubt given it to Chase Young.
Sure.
Joe Burrow did have a huge record-breaking season, surprised everyone in the country. I think he did deserve it. Yeah, but last season, I would have no doubt given it to Chase Young. But I don't think.
See, he's actually considered.
If you didn't give it to Tua, I still think Tua should have won it over Kyler Murray anyway. Because that's just not fair.
So, can you believe that Chase Young's actually considering staying.
Yeah, that's all.
Ballsy move. I guess he must not be as poor as we think.
That's what I was thinking.
No
I was like,
offense,
well, I guess
but I'm just saying.
She doesn't need the money or nothing.
San Diego County Credit Union Holiday Bowl. That's a fucking mouthful.
I know, that's why I said, what is up with some of these bowls?
Yeah, they're changing. But this one's Friday, the 27th of December at 7 p.m. USC at Iowa. Iowa's a -2 right now. Over under is 52.5. I'm sure a lot of these are going to change by then. But I'm going USC in this one just because. Just going USC. No really facts like Colin likes to throw out there. But USC's, they definitely turned their year around as of from early in the year.
It was like they won like the last 5 or 4 or something.
Yeah.
No, they didn't. They lost to Oregon pretty late in the season. But other than Oregon, they didn't.
Oh, well, they beat Oregon.
No, they beat Utah. They didn't beat Oregon.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They beat Utah. My bad, folks.
But this one was a toss-up for me too. I thought, like when I looked at Iowa, I thought, okay, they're not all that great. But then I looked at their schedule and everything. Their only 3 losses are pretty decent teams. I think they lost to Penn State.
Ohio State, right?
Did they play Ohio State? Probably. I don't know. They only had 3 losses, anyways, and it was 2 pretty good teams.
Yeah.
And I mean, they have a pretty good defense. This was a toss-up game for me. I don't know, like, what USC team's going to come out. I know they were kind of having some issues with their coach for a while, and so they picked it up. And now I think they're going to let him stay. I couldn't pick either way in this game. This game was a really tough one to pick for me. But I do think Iowa does have a pretty good defense and not so great of an offense. So my gut pick was under 52.5, but that's just if you pick anything, because actually I would stay away, but if I had to pick something, it'd be under 52.5. And we have a child on board. Don't mess with them.
What a little bitch.
Let me comment.
What a fucking puss of a pig. Alright, one of the New Year's Six Bowls, Goodyear Cotton Bowl, Saturday, the 28th of December at 11 a.m. sharp. Memphis at Penn State, -6.5. Over under 60.5. How's Memphis going to play without their head coach?
That's a big question.
How are they going to play? Because Penn State might be kind of let down, but what's going to motivate Memphis? Because Mike Norvell, he's not coaching. I think he's gone. He done went to Arkansas, right?
No, you mean FSU?
Huh?
He's at FSU.
FSU, that's right.
Yeah. But yeah, he's gone.
Sorry, it's been a fucking shit.
They got
Sorry, man. My fact.
I
Look, I got a lot of shit going on because I'm going out of town this week, and I still work a 9-to-5 job, so I haven't been able to study too much. My mind's been scrambled, so fuck everybody. Go. Sorry.
I think the interim coach is like their offense coordinator or something. But anyways, go ahead.
Penn State big.
The only thing that scares me though is like when teams are playing these Group of 5 teams,
they're kind of like
exactly. They're like, why am I even here? Who cares? Like, or they think, it's going to be a blowout when the Group of 5 teams coming in thinking, okay, let's show up, let's show the country that we're better than we actually are. When really they're not. Just the other team's not playing. Hence, who was it that played USC? Auburn. When Auburn lost to USC that year.
USC.
I mean UCF.
I was about to say fucking USC. Oh yeah, Group 5 USC.
UCF.
Yeah, Auburn had
UCF, the 2018 national champions.
Auburn had one fucking job.
That's okay. At least you got the job done last. It was last year, right? Yeah.
I mean, it kind of worried me for a little while, but
yeah.
I got it done.
Yeah. But anyways,
hey, there's a video of a Florida alum. Whenever game day went to fucking the Florida Auburn game, and David Pollock was talking to him. Is that Scooter Magruder dude? That's all. You know.
If I
Anyways, he was talking to him. He's like, David Pollock asked him about UCF and all that shit. He goes, yeah. I would just have to show you the video. I can't really explain it.
That's a great story.
Yeah, sorry. It's kind of a fucking shitty story, honestly. Alright, time out. I'm gonna fucking pull this video. It's honestly kind of funny.
Well, you got Penn State big. I'll go ahead and
Yeah, keep going. Keep going.
What'd you get for a spread? I got Penn State 6.5.
Yeah, so
Okay.
over under 60.5.
These spreads are as of, what was yesterday? December 17th. So Tuesday, December 17th was when we had these spreads picked.
Say it with your chest, Colin.
So
here you go. No, wait, no, it's not.
So we have. Yeah, that is a big question. Memphis losing their head coach Mike Norvell. I still think they'll do well. I don't think, his presence hasn't been gone too long, I guess you could say. So I don't think it's going to affect them too much. The biggest thing that just worries me about these Power 5 conferences playing these Group of 5 teams and just not really caring about the game. So that worries me, but I do have Penn State outright. I didn't want to pick them on the points because I feel like it could be a scare for them. And possibly go over also because 60.5. I mean, Memphis doesn't have a great defense. They like to score. I think they're number 8 in the country in offensive scoring. But I got Penn State outright.
All right. Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl semifinal. This is going down the line. Saturday, 12:28 as well. 3 p.m. Oklahoma at LSU. -14 for LSU.
Actually, these are all neutral sites. I mean, you keep saying at LSU.
Yeah, my bad.
It'll just be against the versus.
Yeah, my bad.
Just clarifying. There's no problem. All right, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. It's not in Baton Rouge. It's in Atlanta. Dude, the over-under for this game is 75.5.
Yeah.
Fuck, that's so high.
I can see it hitting it, though.
Yeah, but I can see LSU easily covering his 14 points.
I agree.
Kinda easy.
Yeah.
Unless Jalen Hurts plays like he did at the beginning of the year, then we can talk.
And I say they should cover easy unless there's those, BS touchdowns. Like at the end of the game, don't really count.
Yeah.
Oklahoma's down by 21, and they just decide, okay, let's just score with 30 seconds left.
And then get
but I mean, if not, LSU should win by, I would say, at least 20.
I just hope LSU can keep
I hope their defense stays hyped. Their defense has to stay hyped, keep playing well. I mean, Oklahoma's going to score some points. They got good talent over there. But I think they'll be able to limit them, obviously.
Yeah. All right. Out in Arizona.
This is the big one.
PlayStation Fiesta Bowl. 7 o'clock on the 28th of December. Clemson, Ohio State. Clemson's -2 favorite as of right now. And then the over-under is 63. As much as I want to go towards Ohio State, you got to go with the defending champs. I mean, they've turned it around. Yeah, they ain't really played nobody, but they beat the fuck out of everybody they played late in the season. So for that, I liked what I seen out of Ohio State whenever they played Wisconsin in the Big Ten Championship. They showed that they could overcome adversity. I like that. But I think the reason they put LSU 1 and Clemson 3 is because they want them to play. They just, in my opinion, I think that's the matchup. Personally, like after the semifinal games.
Yeah. Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
I feel like they want to see him in the national championship, though.
That's what I'm saying. No, LSU and Clemson. That's why they put.
Oh, they want to see LSU and Clemson. Okay.
Because Ohio State, but Ryan Day inherited that team at Ohio State. He did not do anything.
Yeah. Which he is a good offensive mind. Too.
Yeah.
But I mean, I agree. He inherited.
Until you can start bringing some recruits in.
Yep.
After about 2 years, then we'll talk. So I'm not saying that Ohio State's not going to play well, but Clemson's defense, man, not as good as they usually are.
Yeah.
I mean
they lost a lot of guys in the draft.
Oh, yeah. And so I expect there to be points scored. I think Trevor Lawrence, he's all right. We gotta do good. I mean, hell, they took. I mean, I know it's Virginia, but they took care of that championship game. So I like Clemson in this game, just straight up. going on for what, 4th year in a row in the national championship.
Is it the fourth?
4th or 5th? Yeah.
I agree. I have the same pick because I wanted to pick Ohio State too. Ohio State's just, they've had the harder schedule. They've been tested more, but I had the same mindset. I was like, Clemson's been there before. They have the experience. They don't have as many guys that has the experience, but they have the experience without a doubt. And they have the prove it factor. They might be the favorite in this game, but the whole country is looking at them saying you shouldn't be there. Like, you're not you shouldn't be there. They're undefeated, but like thinking, okay, they're not as good as what they seem to be because of their schedule.
Also, Clemson's been getting disrespected all year.
Exactly, yeah. And I mean,
a lot of disrespect to be the defending champions.
Yeah.
So
plus, I mean, when I'm looking at Ohio State, I have seen Justin Fields make mistakes against like Penn State, and just that, I think there's going to be a lot of pressure on them in this game. I think they're going to be playing a decent defense in Clemson. I just think that he's going to have some struggles. I think that plays a factor into this game. I think a big question is how does Clemson's offensive line handle Chase Young and that defensive line?
Keep in mind,
if Travis Etienne is able to have a big game, Trevor Lawrence, they have great receivers. I think they'll be able to score. Both teams will be able to score. But I just think Clemson is going to be able to score because of the experience.
I expect Clemson to be watching a lot of that Michigan tape when they neutralized Chase Young.
Yeah.
Even though they won big, Chase Young was not a factor in that game, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I mean, he wasn't as disruptive as he usually is. So I expect them to be watching that tape in their offensive line.
I mean, let's give it to Dabo Swinney, great coach. I mean, he's done wonders with that program. So, I got Clemson Hour in this game too. It was such a hard pick though. This is obviously a huge game. But yeah, I got Clemson Hour.
Don't forget about J.K. Dobbins now, the fucking animal.
Yeah, me too.
Fucking animal back there. All right, Capital One Orange Bowl. It's going to be on Monday night, December 30th at 7 p.m. Florida minus 15 against Virginia, over under 54. And to be honest, I wish the rest of these New Year's Six Bowls would have been played out a little bit different, because I know they do off conference, like conference runner-up, but Virginia has no. I'm trying to be non-biased as possible. But Virginia does not deserve to be in this position right now.
I agree. I mean,
dude, they're 9-4. They're coming off a 50-point loss to fucking Clemson in the ACC championship. That just goes to show you that they should not be there.
Yep.
And I think Florida fucking just kicks their fucking ass, honestly.
I agree.
And I mean, I'm trying not to be biased, and I never say this about Florida, like cover the spread and none of this shit, but it's gonna be. It'll probably be up there.
I agree.
They're playing for something. They're playing for 11 wins for the first time since 2013. And I mean, this is Virginia's first ever New Year's Six Bowl, so I expect them to come with a little bit of fire in their ass. But I mean, at the end of the day, man, they're not.
I expect that at first until they get hit around a couple times by that Florida defense. And they're gonna be like, "Oh crap, we want to go back home."
So.
I would agree. I got Florida. I got Florida big. They're going to cover 15. And one of my big factors for that ACC championship game about Clemson covering that, what was it, 28 or
28
whatever,
and a half.
28 and a half spread. Like, I picked Clemson to cover that. I think we both did.
Yeah.
And the reason why,
because
obviously, I mean, it's Virginia, but the thing is too, Virginia, they're terrible on the road. I know this isn't technically a road game, but it's a neutral site, so technically it is a road game.
I would call it neutral sites in Miami.
Yeah, so it's closer to Florida, so even worse for Virginia. And they're bad. They are bad on the road.
And I'll be honest,
their 4 losses have been on the road. They got blown out by Clemson. They've lost to Louisville. They've lost to bad teams. Virginia's going to get dominated in this game.
And I'll project this game to be like the last time Florida won 11 games was back in 2013. I went to the All-State Sugar Bowl when they played Louisville when Teddy Bridgewater was there. There was absolutely nobody on the Florida side, but the fucking Louisville side of the Sugar Bowl was pretty packed. But hell, it was nothing like last year's Sugar Bowl, like against Texas and Georgia, where it was slam packed. I expect this game to not be close to sold out, just for kind of the same reasons. It's kind of like, whatever. Because I don't think Louisville's record was too hot that year. I mean, it was good enough to get them a Sugar Bowl, but
Yeah.
I think Virginia, as long as Florida doesn't come in big-headed, which I don't think Dan Mullen will let them do, they should easily win this game. As much as I would have loved to have this been Penn State, and they swapped them, it should have been Penn State easy.
Yeah.
Or at least you could have swapped Florida with Georgia.
That would have been a much better matchup.
Yeah.
Because Memphis playing Virginia, that might be a good game. I would honestly see Memphis winning that because Virginia's just not good. They're just not good.
And it kind of pissed me off.
The only reason they stayed ranked is because they wanted to have Clemson at least have somebody beat that was ranked.
Well, not even that. There's no other SEC team even close that would have fucking made it. Because it always goes off a conference, you know? Mm-hmm. Like, there's always that group of 5 team that sneaks in every year, most of the time. Well,
I think that's how the Cotton Bowl works. It was like the best group of 5 teams.
Right. Well, and then
the Cotton Bowl?
The Sugar Bowl, man, Georgia at Baylor, that'll be a good one, but they could have swapped even. I'm really shocked that they didn't swap Georgia and Florida on that one. But they also measured the head-to-head matchups, and Georgia beat Florida, so I think that's why they kept them there. Because at the end of the day, the bowl games really do not matter as far as what has to do with the playoff. They just fucking put the matchups together. And outside of that one, the Georgia-Baylor game's going to be good. You got the Rose Bowl still.
That we're doing,
I mean, shit, dude. Rose Bowl will be damn good, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be one of the better games out of the 6. All right, so moving right along, though, not to get carried away, we're still going to talk about Outback Bowl. I think this is a damn good matchup for Auburn. It's on New Year's Day at 12 p.m. Minnesota at Auburn, or not at Auburn, sorry, whatever. Funny Outback Bowl, whatever you did it. Auburn's -7, 52.5 is the over/under.
I'll never forget. Okay, I love the Outback Bowl because they do that thing where if SEC team wins, I think you get like the free bloomin' onions meal or something if you go on Outback.
There ain't no Outback Steakhouses here anymore.
There's one in Mobile. I live there.
Yeah, everybody loves Mobile, Alabama. Go Jack.
I don't. The Jacks suck.
What they go like 2-9 this year?
Try 1-10 probably. I think we literally have.
No, I think they won 2 games. They do Florida plays South Alabama next year.
Yes.
But in Gainesville. Dude, Florida's schedule is ass. Like, talk about the ultimate cupcake schedule. That one.
Anyways.
Dude, is Matt
My point
Luke, is Matt Luke at Georgia now?
Yeah. Ron coach. The same thing was going to Arkansas.
Because I seen a picture of him doing that Atlanta pick. That's so gay.
The what?
It's him with the recruit and Kirby and it's like Atlanta.
Yeah.
That's not welcome to Atlanta. Why do they got that shit?
What are you talking about?
Oh, you haven't seen
I thought you were talking about a picture where they were like on the field or something.
No, it's Matt Luke, Kirby, and this recruit and his parents, and it's in front of the.
Like the big, you might not big like backdrop where it has a bunch of different like stuff in it.
No, it just says welcome to Atlanta.
But anyways, yeah, I was glad we got him because I hear a lot of good things about him actually. As an offensive line coach, maybe not as a head coach.
Well, I mean, look at who he's working with. He can't even get bowl eligible for how many years?
Yeah, but
Auburn game, ooh, this was a good one. PJ Fleck has done a fucking tremendous job with Minnesota. Lost the big one, but that'll come in recruiting stages, you know. Mm-hmm. Like once you're trying to rebuild a program, it takes a while. Bottom line. And he's done good, but I think Auburn's. It also depends if Auburn's D-line is going to stay and play this game. Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of things in these big bowl games too. Is
Leonard Fournette started all this bullshit. Ever since he was the first one to do it,
and that's what's hard for us to make these picks because we don't know right now because these games are 2 weeks away, most of them, and we don't know if by that time we're gonna change our mind. We don't want to play. Well, we know when they're big guys, like their best players don't want to play, then that'll literally flip the script on a lot of these picks.
I'm pretty sure Auburn's D-line is gonna play. I'd imagine because I haven't seen anything yet.
Yeah,
like I know Florida's cornerback C.J. Henderson isn't going to play, but who gives a fuck because he has not played very well this year. So his best bet would be to stay his senior year. He was projected first round, and you see how that worked out. Just got bullied all year, in my opinion. The Auburn -7 is pretty accurate. It depends on how. I think Bo Nix he should handle that defense enough.
I mean, they did hold their own against pretty good teams.
And if Auburn's defense plays like they have been, they're gonna handle that how should I toss-up offense of Minnesota. They play good defense. When they play Penn State, they play fucking great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know, but I'm gonna go Auburn with the points on this one.
Okay. I have Auburn outright. The reason being, Tanner Morgan's a great quarterback. He's been doing a great job in Minnesota. He's done really well against good defenses, like you said, Penn State. I definitely couldn't take Minnesota in this game because when I look at Auburn, they match up very similar to Wisconsin, and Wisconsin dominated them. I mean, what was it, 38-17? Like it wasn't even. I think Minnesota went out and scored the first drive, and then after that, they were pretty much shut down. But I think Auburn matches up kind of like Wisconsin. I mean, they don't have a what do you call it? A running back like.
Holy shit! It actually happened.
I'm pretty sure it still has to go to trial and everything though. It's not like he's kicked out now. I think
they're charging him.
Yeah. But anyways, I think Auburn is a lot like Wisconsin, but just a better defense. So I think they're going to be able to limit Tanner Morgan. And Bo Nix has improved past few games. So I agree, but I'm going to say Auburn outright, not with the points, because who knows? PJ Fleck, great coach. Minnesota, they've done well this season, so we'll see how that goes. And it also depends too on players that actually play and they decide to sit out, whatever. But I got Auburn outright in this one. Now we are on to the
VRBO Citrus Bowl.
I was like, what is the VRBO?
VRBO is like what you use like rent shit.
Oh, okay.
Like if you want to come like down to the beach or something, spot, you can use that site.
I'm giving you a VRBO.
VRBO Citrus Bowl on New Year's Day as well at 12 o'clock p.m. Central Time. I forgot all these times are Central that we giving out. Michigan, Alabama -7. Over under is 59. I honestly do not know how to pick this game. I do not have a clue because Michigan has looked really good. Alabama has looked really good, and Alabama has looked really bad, and Michigan has looked really bad.
It's been back and forth. Michigan was looking so good. They were looking like one of the better teams in the Big Ten up until Ohio State, and they just got.
So I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I am not fucking picking this game. Not picking it at all. I'm not even picking any aspect points. Nothing. Not picking. I can't do it because I know Alabama's receivers are playing. They already said that, but this is a big game for Harbaugh to be like, "Hey guys, don't give up on me if he wins."
Yeah.
I'm completely staying away. I just don't know.
Yeah.
Just don't know.
I agree. I had trouble picking this game. A lot of people that I've talked to, though, they're like, "Oh, Alabama for sure. Alabama by 20." I'm like, I don't think so.
Yeah,
because that defense is not. I mean, Michigan's offense has started looking much better the second half of the season, and I think they're going to be able to put up some points against Alabama defense, especially considering. I mean, Trevor Diggs already said he's not playing. I respect that because he's a good player. He's projected, I think, in the first round. And Terrell Lewis, I don't know why he's sitting out. He didn't do much this year, anyways.
Who's sitting out?
Terrell Lewis, how do you say his name? But yeah, I mean, but both of them aren't playing. Let alone Alabama's defense has already been struggling this year. So
especially at the linebacker position.
I see Michigan scoring, obviously. I see Alabama scoring with their receivers, obviously. I just don't know that Alabama's going to be able to put them away by more than 7.
Najee Harris got to have a big game.
Yeah, and
in my opinion.
They
just got to pound the ball.
It's tough for me to.
I don't think Mac Jones is horrible, but I think he played pretty well against Auburn.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I think Alabama's going to put up a lot of points too. That's why for this game I had to pick the over. The over under is 59 points. I picked the over. I see both teams putting up
ballsy.
I see Alabama putting up high 30s, close to 40 points, and Michigan scoring over 20. So I think this will be a total of in the 60s. And this is, of course, a pick that, I mean, that's the best pick in that situation, in my opinion, because I can't trust either team to show up and play. I mean, I do think Alabama will win. I just can't give them the points at 7 points. That's tough.
Yeah, that is. All right, hit them in the Rose Bowl, son.
All right, well, what's the time for that?
4.
All right. Big matchup. We got the Rose Bowl at 4 p.m. Same day on Wednesday, January 1st. Number 6 Oregon versus number 8 Wisconsin. Wisconsin, last time I checked, was a 3-point favorite. Yep, also does the same thing. With the over-under at 51.5 points. Man, this is going to take a little bit to talk about. This is a huge matchup. One of the bigger ones of the bowl season. Oregon, I mean, they pretty much dominated Utah in the Pac-12 championship game. Utah pretty much from the first quarter on didn't have much of a shot. Quarterback Justin Herbert, he looked a lot better in the Pac-12 championship game. But Wisconsin has a pretty good defense. Oregon has a pretty good defense. It's hard to kind of think about this matchup too when you got Oregon who plays Pac-12 teams and that kind of a schedule the way that Oregon has, and then Wisconsin who plays the Big Ten who has pretty good teams, and they've played really well, and they seem to be kind of on the rise. Wisconsin does, in my opinion. I mean, the way they beat Minnesota and then actually was up 21-7 on Ohio State. This game is such a hard pick for me, but I do think at times Wisconsin has looked not so good, especially offensively. I feel like when they run the foot, or when they aren't able to run the football, they struggle against teams. And in this case, Oregon has the number 10 ranked rush defense, and they're holding teams to 106.85 rush yards per game, and also the number 9 ranked scoring defense. So I think Oregon's going to be able to limit the run game of Wisconsin enough to be within 3 points. So my pick is Oregon +3 in this game. They might win outright, but I'm going to take the points just to be safe and say Oregon +3.
I'm taking Oregon to finish strong on the year in this game, honestly. I think Jonathan Taylor will probably have a decent game, but the way they play Utah, if that team comes out, it's over. It's over. And they ran the ball well against Utah, against the best rush defense, and one of the best rush defenses in the country. I like Oregon in a close one. I like Oregon close to win this game. And depends on the quarterback plays. So Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
If he plays,
he actually looked good in the Utah game. Yeah. I mean, I've been giving him crap all season because he hadn't looked that well, but he looked good in that Utah game.
Yeah, I think it had to do with running back hitting 200 yards on the ground.
Yeah, Utah.
It opens up a lot of shit.
Utah had some bad tackling in that game too. I just saw them bouncing off.
Thank you. Oregon did everybody a favor.
Yeah,
because that's what would have happened.
Made the playoff. I mean, the selection committee made their job easy.
Can you believe the committee was still? They still had Georgia on the board of going in at 4.
What do you mean? Oh, like they were in consideration or whatever. Yeah. That's what I heard about.
I was shocked.
I was too. I think that was just to make things interesting, though, honestly. I don't think they really did. That was a blowout game to LSU.
Yeah, so.
If it was close, maybe. But. So, moving on now.
Yep. Sugar Bowl. Yeah, Sugar Bowl, man. Georgia cannot lose this year, in my opinion. It's Wednesday, New Year's Day as well. 7:45, late as fuck. It wasn't that late. It didn't start that late last year, the Sugar Bowl. I think it was.
It's always late.
That late?
I don't know if it's that late, but it's always really late.
Well, yeah, I know, but I'm saying last year I think it was like 7. This year 7:45. Fuck me. That's. But it's in Nala, close to us. You going?
Huh?
You going?
No.
Well, Georgia -7 against Baylor. Over under's 41.5.
I don't have the money to go to a game like that.
Dude, sometimes they're not that expensive for Sugar Bowl.
Yeah, but it's the holiday season.
Dude, I went to the Sugar Bowl 1 year before played. It was not that expensive.
You didn't pay for it.
Huh?
For sure your mom paid for it.
Oh yeah, my mom.
Exactly.
Thank you, Mom. I love you. But no, really, I think we got like 30 or 20 like lower level tickets, like 30, 20 yard
last year
for fucking what was it, like $200, Mom, dude. That was not bad though for the spots where we had a ticket. Florida lost, but I got to watch John Boston kid Teddy Bridgewater run his grill for a penalty, but it was still badass.
I'm kind of disappointed about Georgia season anyway, so.
Oh, well, if you're disappointed, so is the team. But I don't think Baylor has enough offense, honestly. How many players are sitting out for Georgia now? Nobody yet?
Andrew Thomas, he's not playing because he's coming out. I think he's rated as like the number 6 or number 7 pick of the draft or something.
Swift's not playing.
Swift is playing.
Is he going to play?
Yeah. And somebody reported that he's declared for the draft already, but he commented that and he said, I have not picked yet, so don't.
I'll bet you.
But, I mean, I think he's going to go anyways. But he won't be playing. We still have, obviously, Cager's out, Blaylock's out, and James Cook, not sure if he's going to play because he got arrested for an open container and not having a driver's license. Basically, he went and picked up someone that had been drinking. They had the container in the car and he got in trouble for it and didn't have his ID with him. So,
well, I think Fallbaugh made a good point about everybody bitching, as far as Georgia people bitching about all the players out. He's like, well, if you want, it was something along the lines of, I had to look up the tweet about, well, if you got all these goddamn 4 and 5 stars guys, mainly 5 stars guys, it shouldn't be a fucking excuse.
I agree. That's why I was so pissed off last year when we got beat so bad by Texas, because I was like, I don't care that these guys are out. Like, there's not an excuse for that. Like, we should have next guy up, ready to play, whatever.
Like Florida's they're doing it all with 4 and 3 stars. Dan Mullen believes in fucking, I hate this though, believes in like, he can turn you into something that everybody's getting. I don't like that.
Sounds like an excuse not to go after 5 stars.
Well, we did get one. And guess what? He was a 4-star, but they bumped him up to a 5. And I don't give a fuck whoever says this, 5 stars do matter in the SEC, for sure.
Maybe.
Look who's...
But this one...
That's why I'm going to take Georgia outright. I think they get it done because they can't afford to repeat last year. They can't as a program. It'll go downhill quick if they lose this game. Now, I know like you made it to a national championship, but you can't let that define the future like they did last year.
But they also won SEC East 3 years in a row. First time in history, that's what they won.
Well, Florida did that too, buddy. And
but I'm saying for Georgia, it's first time in history. I don't think
the East is not as good as the West.
I agree. I agree. I don't think, in my opinion, I just don't think it really. A bowl game is a bowl game. It's not like it's in the playoffs. It's not like it's a huge game.
But you're playing for the future of the program as well. Oopsie, I read my paper.
I mean, not necessarily. This is still it's still this season, and a lot of the guys. I mean, they're like me. They're disappointed. They wanted a better season, and we had so many guys out.
If you got one last time to strap up your colleges, I don't know, man. I just find it hard not to strap up on time for the game. All right, but fuck it. Who you got going in the NFL?
What? Oh, before we go to the NFL. I don't know. The big question for me in this game is who's going to control the line of scrimmage. Also, you got to think about Georgia losing Sam Pittman, their offensive line coach. How is the offensive line going to respond? I'm hoping with Matt Luke they respond better and actually learn how to move around some because Baylor's defensive line is quick.
Move around.
They're going to be able to get around a slow offensive line, and I mean I don't think that I don't think that it's going to be a huge deal. It's going to be a disappointment if Georgia loses, obviously, but I just don't think it's going to be that hard of a, I guess, point on the program if they end up losing because it's not like I said, it's not like you're in the playoff. I mean, he's been to the SEC Championship 3 years in a row. He's been to the big game, so I don't know. I couldn't really pick one way because it could be exactly like last season. They go in just not caring because they wanted to be in something bigger. Well, suck it up. You didn't make it, so go play your heart out for this last game. But so I didn't pick points. I didn't pick team because Baylor's going to upset the team because Baylor's on their high horse right now. 2 seasons ago they were 1-11 under Matt Rule. Last season I think they went 6-6 or something, maybe 7-6 maybe. And then this season they were a play away probably from being in the playoff. I think they're looking good. Their program's on the rise. So who knows how this game is going to turn out? But I picked the under because I do think both defenses. Baylor's defenses, they're pretty decent, especially for
Colin doesn't want to pick his team to win,
especially for the Big 12.
And Longhorn Nation, we're back.
Playing Utah.
No. Oh yeah, they are playing Utah.
With what? Who else did they have? Anyways.
Oh dude, we gotta hurry and get through this shit so we can talk about what the fuck's going on right now. Cause I'm not gonna bring it into the shit.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I got under 41.5 because I think our offense is going to struggle with their defensive line and our so many receivers out. From's going to struggle probably, but I think we'll be able to hold Baylor to not many points. So I got
Come on,
under 41.5.
Rudolph.